Hi everybody. Sorry I couldn't be there tonight. Just so happened to have an event with my daughter. It was a mother-daughter thing, and it just so happened to fall on our Tuesday night class night. So, this is my learning center. I decided to do it on sled dog racing because hearing Professor Hines talked about all of the stuff in class about sled dog racing and the things you could do, and then she talked about doing our center on something that maybe the students wouldn't have ever had a chance to see or participate in or go to, like she did hers at the ocean. I decided that this would be a really great idea. So I got this board, I put these stickers on it. It looks like snow. It's kind of what I was going for. I printed out these pictures from the most recent Iditarod race. And then of course this is Riley, Professor Hines' granddaughter. And then I put out these envelopes. Now the envelopes are what I had, so I thought these would be a really great idea. Unfortunately though, they kind of hold these really tight, and a lot of papers have been taken out because of kids using them, which is good. So I cut in a V, and I also put in a slot here because it would give them a little, it would be a little less tight that way. But I glued them and then I taped them. And then I'm going to show you now up close exactly what everything looks like. When you walk up to it, you see all the pictures. You see the folders and their numbers. On the folders, it shows you which ones need a laptop. I figured that out after the fact. So I wrote it after I had a couple kids do it. You see the finished work folder, and you see here this paper, which we told students they had to start with. The first thing we did was we had to look at this video. Now, it wouldn't work for the students' accounts because it's a YouTube video, but I pre-screened it, of course, and I watched it, and it was a really great video.
To take to finish. What do they keep on that sled? And most importantly, why not just drive? Hi.
So this video was really funny, and it had a lot of information, and it was short. It was 3 minutes, so it wasn't very long to watch, and it gave a lot of information, but it just kind of was a great hook. It got them intrigued, and then made them want to know more about it. So then after that, they would look on here, and it would tell them to go to this website, the Dogo website. And the Dogo website is really great because you can actually create your own teacher's website, and you can have articles that you want them to look at pinned on there already. So they can click on that, and then the article actually has bolded words, so they could click on epidemic and see what an epidemic means, which helps as vocabulary, which helps with, as we know, comprehension and fluency. So then after that, they get to go to anyone they want to see besides number 6. I asked them to wait on number 6 till last so they would have a little background knowledge. Now all my pictures are from the Iditarod of this year. I chose them because they were easy to get, and they were very colorful. They were great pictures. And this last picture here is of Riley, which is Professor Hines' granddaughter. So they would look at the picture and then go to that folder. Picture, folder. Picture, oh, not 3, sorry. Picture, which is no picture for 3, but folder, picture folder, picture folder, and then 6 was all together, and that's where I drew the arrows. I actually drew them together after the fact of my first 2 going. In this very first folder, what they had to do was they had to read this little thing where I underline and bolded words. Then they had to answer these questions about what these words meant in each sentence. In this next one, what they had to do is they had to read this article and watch these videos and answer these questions based on what they watched and read. Now, these questions were more of a QAR. Number 3, they had to look at some math story problems. Now, there were some addition, some subtraction, some multiplication. Addition and subtraction were more practice, and then multiplication really got them. But it should have just been practice for them. For folder number 4, they had to look at this map of the Iditarod. It tells them everything that they need to know. It has a key and it has a scale on it. These are the type of questions they had to answer. Number 2 asked them to use the compass. Number 4 asked them to use the scale. And number 5 asked them to use their background knowledge. For this, it asked them to go to this video, which I will show you now. Then they had to answer these questions. Questions were about what they saw, what they thought they were, and if they thought there was any energy in the lights. Next, what they'll do is they'll go to a different video, and that video will be based on science, and it'll tell them exactly where the northern lights come from. Then they're going to answer these questions. Was their answer correct? Was their question answered? Stuff like that. What they have to do is look at Riley's picture, read this thing about her, and then write her a letter. So this student wrote, have you ever ran? Then they have to answer these questions about if they were correct, if their question was answered, what things they learned. How many dogs do you have? It says dog sled racing hard, and is it fun? And then on the back I told them that they could draw her a picture, and this student drew his extended family, his step-siblings, his step-parents. I don't know why they're all naked. I think he ran out of time to do clothing, or he just thought, hey, skin color, right? When I do this again for my students, I plan to make it more physical. I would like to have them measure the length of a sled, both for a junior and for an adult racer. I would have them do some weights and have them see the weight in comparison to other things, the weight of the dogs, the weight of the sled. And I would also have a website that has all the links on it, so that when they do their videos, they don't have to type all of them in, because that took a really long time.